Your life is your choice. Have you ever had a situation in your life where you said, no, my life is like this because of him or her, my mom, dad, or somebody else? Did it ever produce any positive result in your life? Because in this video, I'm going to share with you what is that one real difference you can make in the way that you deal with your life once you understand this aspect of what is in your control, what is not in your control. But before we go deep into it, show you, hit it. Welcome back. See, this particular thing comes from a very profound experience when I was traveling a lot, literally in two countries in one particular day, having breakfast in one country and the dinner in another country. And when there was a flight was taking off, and there was a kind of a thing, you're always given an understanding that have a safe landing. Now my point to you is, think that you are actually in the flight. Is the takeoff in your control? It's in pilot's control, right? You're sitting there in the particular chamber and you have absolutely no control over what is going to happen when you're taking off. Now, my question to you is the landing in your control? Absolutely no. Because, there are situations where, the passengers come out and say, hey, giving the big round of applause for the proper landing. Now, what is in your control? You must be thinking already, oh man, yeah, absolutely. And then you must have taken flight already a few times before. My question to you is, the turbulence in the middle, when you're in the journey, is it in your control? Think about it. This is something which you need to really think about it. Just by listening, nothing is going to happen. Today, I'm inviting you to think. Is the takeoff in your control? No. Is the landing in your control? No. Is the turbulence in your control? Because that is controlled by the air that it is there and probably the kind of clouds and the density and all that. It's not in your control. My question to you is, what is in your control? You see, in the flight, you must have seen so many times, right? One person must be sitting and reading the book. Another person is kind of got drunk with the alcohol. Another person is actually making some new friends. Now who is sitting this side or maybe talking in the lounge. So everybody is making a choice on what they want to do, whether it is with the turbulence or whatever is the journey time that you have. Now I want you to bring this same relevance to the real life. Say like the takeoff is your birth. Is it in your control? No. You cannot even choose your parents, which country, which race, whether it is going to which class of social or economic class. You can't choose anything. You are born without any control over it. Now my question to you is that the landing is the death, right? Is it in your control? Can you at least figure out a time? Can you figure out anything in your life related to the death? Of course no. The turbulence is all those triggers and the situations and the challenges which comes to you during the journey between life, which is birth, and the death. Now do you have control over what comes to you? Absolutely no. Then what is in your control is your choice. The moment you realize the fact, the way you deal with the whole life will change. Just like in the plane, somebody was reading a book and somebody was going out and drinking alcohol, somebody is doing something else. You have a choice in your life. Now, majority of the people out there are always struggling to control what they cannot control. Means life and death and all the situations, why are they coming to me, he, she and all that. If you can understand the fact that those are the things which you cannot have any control over, but then you have got 100% control over what you choose to do with those things which are coming to you. Life is a breeze. Life is amazing. Life is giving you all these challenges for you to really evolve to the next level. So focus on what you can control rather than what you cannot control. This is exactly the point. Your life is your choice. Absolutely. You're a bunch of few decisions that you took in your life. Go back in time and see whether you became an engineer or whether you actually married a girl, whether you actually moved to a different country. All those bunch of decisions which you took it, that's your choice. You can say something happened to me, I lost money, then I had to change my career. No, when you lost money, when you had to change the career, you could still choose another thing, but then you choose something. That's why you are that right now what you are. So your life is purely your choice. Please understand the fact and focus only on those things which you can control, which is your choice. Don't focus on takeoff, landing, and the turbulence. Focus on your choice and enjoy the life, because life has so many things on offer. Life is beautiful, and it's so beautiful to be time to be alive right now, because everything ever you wanted is there right now with you. So I would say enjoy the life in the perspective of having the right choice, taking the power of taking the right choice. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like or leave a comment. What are your thoughts, views, or any specific choice that you made which made a big difference in your life? Positively or negatively, your feedback can be literally a life changer for somebody else. But if you're tuning into the channel for the first time, remember to click the subscribe button, also ring the bell next to it, because I'm dedicated to bring in one video every single day on how you can simplify your life. Are you dedicated? Then subscribe right here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.